Hey everyone, I'm Joe Ledeen. I'm a professional chef, been doing it for 25 years. I'm here to share my testimony, but I was a little hesitant to share this testimony just because I didn't want to be, the guy like, look what I did guy. I really wanted to just kind of fly under the radar, but I really feel God moved me to share this testimony because it's not about what I did or what we did, but it's a matter of what He's done through us. First off, I just wanted to talk about our Christmas 2022 holiday meals that we did. We provided meals for some families around Sendero Ranch, about 11 families. Originally, my intent was to do something different this year with my kids, and in regards to Christmas. I wanted to make Christmas different and just make it less about materialism and stress of traffic and spending all this extra money that we would typically do, and extravagant feasts and all that, and focus on what could we give back to what could we give back in the heart of the season. And I romanced the idea of like, okay, we could go to a homeless shelter, or we could go to a foster program, something like that, something to say downtown Fort Worth or downtown Dallas or somewhere like that. And the process of it, God revealed something to me. He said, I've given you a gift. I have showed you, given you the ability to do something as far as a career, but also you can use that. And I realized, I know how to cook. I can cook for people. And I was like, okay, well, where would I do that? I was thinking, okay, well, I'm sure there's some people in the neighborhood. Didn't really know what the need was, but I reached out to our Facebook community here in Sendero Ranch and just posted like a little idea, like, okay, let me put together a 3-course holiday meal with like a ham dinner, and something that they can take home and reheat and put the Christmas dinner on their table. And I put that out there, and within 3 hours, I got 9 families that signed up. And honestly, I was reading these emails, and I had a hard time sleeping that night because of just the impact that these stories had. I was like, everything from just hardships with people losing jobs to a family with a young mom fighting cancer to just all these stories were different, but they were all so impactful. Had a hard time sleeping also for the fact knowing that these are within a mile of my house. This wasn't in Fort Worth, this wasn't in Dallas. This is right here. Knowing that has made it like, how did I not know this need was there? And so I continued to work through the process of, okay, how are we gonna get this done? I set a budget, and quickly I got 11 families, and that exceeded our budget. And I said, you know what, it's okay, like we can still do it, we can still make it happen. And I also reached out to our church community and just gave the opportunity for people to share in this opportunity of ministry to just help out and just to love on people around us. And the cool thing was, I had people, dropping off food. I had people donating money. I had, people volunteering their time to come and help me cook this. So we did. We put it all together, and we produced 52 meals out of this little kitchen here in a matter of like about 4 to 5 hours. And it was awesome, just the experience of kids coming together, teens, coming together, people, peeling potatoes, and everybody's doing a task, and we organized it, got it all out. And during that process, I didn't really think about, I have 2 refrigerators. I have an inside refrigerator and a garage refrigerator. I've been cooking professionally for a long time. I don't have the typical, commercial kitchen setup here. And I was thinking, okay, well, maybe everybody will just pick up the meals in the same day, but logistically that was very difficult. Everybody's got different schedules, and trying to reach out to 11 people at the same time of cooking meals and packaging. There was a lot to it. And didn't really think, okay, I got 55 half pans of food, and I have limited refrigeration space. And I'm like, okay, I gotta store these. Well, we had, at that point, we had that Arctic storm that rolled in, and it was like 10 degrees outside, which caused my garage to be about 37 degrees, which is optimal optimal like walk-in refrigeration. So it was perfect. It was like, you know, it was like almost like God provided that Arctic storm for us to be able to get these families their food, because any other time we wouldn't have been able to store food in the garage like that. So that was just another resource that was met. And so the first day I had about a few people come and pick up the meals, and it was hard to connect. It was 10 degrees outside. People were just kind of like, hey, I didn't get my meals and go. I was able to talk with them. We handed out, in the meal process, we also handed out some invitations to our Christmas Eve service, and some devotional books, and like a card with cash, you know, just to say, you know, blessings and Merry Christmas and whatnot. And I didn't really have a chance to connect a lot with the few people that came to pick it up on that Thursday. But then the following day I went out and made deliveries to the other families. And I took the kids with me. And the first house, well, one of the houses we stopped at, we show up at the door, and my daughter Victoria, she's like, hey, that's my friend from school, like a really close friend. And this was the family with the young mother that was battling cancer in her last days. And Victoria's like, hey, Dad, I didn't realize that my friend's mom was dying, you know? And she probably would have never known that had we not have done these, you know, showed up there with some meals. And that was just really impacting to me, just to know that, like, wow, like that's something. Now my daughter has a way to pray and like support her friend through this. And then the last family we stopped at was just a young couple moved out here from Phoenix, and they're expecting a baby. They also have a young kid, and like one car and one income, and so they're going through a little hard time, and they didn't know anybody in the neighborhood either. And it was really cool. We met them, made friends with them. We still connect with them. We've given her rides to prenatal care, and like they're just so excited to have friends in the community now. I was just sharing the love of Jesus through what we were doing, and really trying to build relationships with community and meet the needs, you know, without any expectations. I'd invite them to church if they come, great. If not, I still is going to provide it. You know, still going to provide the need, because, you know, at the end of the day, the need, it doesn't matter who they are. My goal was to make sure everybody had some food and something nice to put on their Christmas table. What I learned from that process was, one, that I didn't have to go anywhere far. I didn't have to go down to downtown or you know, far away from where I live. I mean, it was right in my community, and the need was there. And it was there on Christmas, but there's always a need. You know, it doesn't have to be on Christmas. I mean, it doesn't have to be a special day for us to be able to do this. Another thing was, God provided the resources. I mean, we didn't have to, like, everything we needed was provided. From the funds to the labor to Arctic temperatures in my garage. I mean, all those things, it's like, it was provided, and I feel like we were obedient to God's calling, and, you know, trusted the Holy Spirit to lead us through the process naturally, and everything just fell into place. And if I could offer any advice to anyone out there that's just kind of like wanting to step out and you know, be obedient to God's calling and what that looks like, it doesn't have to look like anything extravagant or extraordinary. It's just, you know, keeping your eyes open, looking up, you know, looking for that opportunity. For me, it was reaching out on Facebook, social media. It's looking around my neighborhood. The opportunity was there. I mean, it could be in front of Walmart. It could be somebody changing the tire on the side of the road. It could be a family across the street. We don't know unless we're really, you know, observant, unless we keeping our eyes open. And really, it's just trusting God that the process will be there, the resources will be met, and you know, the Holy Spirit to guide us through it. And it's just for the ultimate purpose of just the expanding God's kingdom